Second down and 8. They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
Has some room inside the 30. Not quite to the end zone, but in great position out of bounds at the 3. It is a big play for the Eagles. 41 yards. Scoring first, so critical in a playoff game. They've got it here first and goal. Here's Barkley, and that'll be a pickup of 3. A little closer. Here's second and goal. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he will drive his way into the end zone. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead here on Super Wild Card Weekend. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. To return is Ricky Pearsall. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll come up here, first and 10. A run here with Homer. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Gray brought in motion. Throwing on second down is Purdy. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Third and long. Here's Purdy. Going up top. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cooper DeJean. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal. Some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. Takes it all the way down inside the 2. Sets up first and goal.
They'll run with Barkley. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. On is Elliott to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Eagles will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Pearsall going to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Motion man is Hyatt. On second down, Purdy. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. I mean, that last possession results in the pick. You'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball, find easier completions, find the better matchup. And instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and he's lucky that wasn't another interception.
On third down, it's Purdy. A short one there, caught by Kittle. First grab of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the first down with that one.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He'll throw it left and has his running back. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Throwing on first down is Purdy. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going. And for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their second sack, and we're still here in the first quarter.
Purdy now on second down. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now third and 10. Throwing again is Purdy. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. So on 4th down, the Aussie, Mitch Wisnowski, out to punt. And he looks up, he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll tuck it and take off. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A pickup there of 28 yards.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the 1st down and keep the drive alive. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll move the pocket here with Hurts. He finds Devontae Smith. And he's out of bounds, but they... Red zone out inside the 20. That one good for 29.
To say this group has started strong here in the 1st quarter, Mike, might be a bit of an understatement. I mean, offensively, firing on all cylinders. Defensively, suffocating the opponent. The ability to complement each other on both sides of the ball and play at such a high level. They could have a little bit more breathing room here by the end of this drive.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with 1st and goal. Here's a run. Powering forward. He's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here's Saul, gonna return it. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. first and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. And that ball intercepted. Asante Samuel Jr., just like his daddy did. And the Eagles will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
On first down, it's Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
They'll run it here with Saquon. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. Here's a 2nd and 6. On play action, Hurts. He'll find his receiver, Johnny Wilson. Third and a yard. They'll try to run here with Barkley. And right to the 25-yard line, that is enough for the first down. So they pick it up on the ground, and the drive keeps going.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Once again, it's Barkley. Whoa! And he'll be taken down.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
Going in the wrong direction. Now 2nd and goal from the 12. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. There he goes again.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal. They'll go with the sneak. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down. So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Elliott's kick is good. And And the Eagles extend the lead to 24-0.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the gun, it's Purdy. First down throw there is incomplete.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
George Kittle was the intended target that time. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
Third down. Purdy. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Gray brought in motion. They're indeed going for this. It's Purdy. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. They'll throw again with Purdy. Quick throw, taken in. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to the air is Purdy. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have it at their own 32-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
On play action, here's Hurts. Open man downfield is Smith. He's to the 15. And he's going to take this one all the way. 71 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles move out even further ahead. It is now 31-0. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. A return now from the 4. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
You know, what I'm seeing play out there right now, Mike, is just a frustrated offense playing on tilt. And on the other side of the ball, I'm seeing a defense that's happily taking advantage of these decisions. I mean, how else do you explain 3 consecutive drives that result in a pick? I mean, each mistake just feeds the next. It feeds frustration. And all at the same time, it's leading to questionable throws and easy picks.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was forcing 3rd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
Hey, Silver.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Over the middle to his tight end, Goddard. A pickup of 15 in the air. Good for an Eagles 1st down. And it'll set up 1st and goal.
Great, set.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. Here now, 2nd down and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
One more time, they try Barkley. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Third and goal for Hurts. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Niners will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
Purdy works out of the pistol. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. They need 2. Here's Purdy. And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out not able to pick up a single first down, not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Gray brought in motion. Purdy to throw for it on 4th down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
And that is just a bad time for a mental mistake. You have to secure that ball before you worry about turning upfield. You know it's 4th down. You know where the marker is. You've got to make that catch and keep this drive alive.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Malik Mustafa there to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 9.
No touch that. No touch.
They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Third and 9. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. Third down and 9.
Great. Set. Crowd left Yeti. No touch.
Off the play fake. Hurts. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down. A 1st down there. Gain of 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And that's going to run out of steam. It comes up short. No good. So it is halftime here in the NFC Wild Card matchup as we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Hi, Coach. Thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Who survives? Whose season continues on to next week? One half to decide it. Time for the 3rd quarter of the NFC wildcard game. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Third and 5. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. Open man, right side. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better field for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
This one caught by the back, out of the backfield. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Back to the air again is Purdy. That one going to be intercepted in the end zone if he stayed in bounds. Now the officials say no, it is incomplete. Crisis averted for the offense, at least for the moment. A near turnover there. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 18 rapid.
To throw once more, it's Purdy. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
He is in. Jalen Hyatt. Touchdown, San Francisco.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here, takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Great, set.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Great, set.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Great, set. 9. No touch.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
No touch, set.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. He'll get this down to the 44, but that's about it. Second down and 8.
No touch that. No touch.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Off he goes.
That's a smart play. Second down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable third down.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Great, set. No touch.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That one caught by Smith. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown. This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
63. No touch.
On play action, Hurts. That'll be caught left side. It's Goddard.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down. And it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look. It led to a nice game.
They've converted twice on 3rd down on this drive. Now facing 3rd and 3. And they get it at the 18-yard line. The drive stays alive. First down picked up.
Great, set. No touch.
On the ground, this is Barkley. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Great, set.
Play action. Here's Hurts. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Great, set. No touch.
Off the bootleg, it's Hurts. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack. On 4th down, here comes Jake Elliott for the Philadelphia field goal. No issues there. This one is good. And the Eagles will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Gray brought in motion. Purdy now on 2nd down. He's going to let this one go deep. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, the one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually, you're just going to have one of those days, and I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly because this is about as bad a day in the office as you can imagine.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half, and he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Hurts. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
And that is incomplete. He was trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. And it's going to lead to 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. That one is good. And the Eagles will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. 1st and 10. Motion man is Hyatt. 1st and 10 for Purdy. And that one incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window.
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. So 1 quarter remains. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Motion man is Hyatt. On 3rd and long, Purdy to throw. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. To throw on 1st down is Purdy. He connects with Gray on that one. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Motion man is Hyatt. Off the play fake. Here's Purdy. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
They'll throw again with Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Motion man is Hyatt. 3rd down. Purdy. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
A run up the middle with Barkley. Brought down at the 21, a gain of 1. Here's a 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun is Milton. That's caught left side by Goddard. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And he'll get this to the 35. That's good enough for the 1st down.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. A handoff, running left, it's Barkley. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd down, 3 to go. Hurts. And that is incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit, and after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Motion man is Hyatt. A play fake. Now it's Purdy. Now carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. Oh, he gets it right back. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged a bullet.
Now he'll air this one out deep for Hyatt.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch. This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
On fourth down, Purdy. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down.
Here's first and 10. Here's a handoff to Barkley running left. He'll fight forward for a short pickup to the 16. They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. This is hot toward the side of the end zone. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Eagles. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Eagles add on to their already sizable lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Pearsall gonna return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field.
19 tight. 19 tight. Here we go. Set.
Throwing on first down is Purdy. Now he'll air one out. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
He's going to look for the home run ball. That is brought in. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Purdy on first down. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown. Anytime you fail on a 2-point try, there's always going to be second-guessing about whether that was the right play call. In this case, they decided to throw the ball, which I like. They just need better execution, and they end up coming up a little short. Recovering an onside kick has really become kind of a lost art nowadays, Mike. You just don't see it very often. You're trying to find where's the weak link, where's the hole in the recovery unit. Kicker's got to put the ball there, and then it's just a race to recover it.
He's going to take a shot down the field. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier. He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what?
And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Cooper DeJean. And the Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
Shut up.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Here we go. One final play. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win here for the Eagles. They are moving on in these playoffs. Won't have a long time to celebrate this one and to get right back to work for the divisional round. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.